1111 on your phone, 222 on the microwave, 333 on a license plate, 444 on a receipt. If you're seeing repeating numbers everywhere you look, I need you to understand something. This isn't happening to you. This is happening through you. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what your consciousness is trying to tell you. But more importantly, you're going to know exactly what to do about it. First, let me validate your experience because I know how this feels. You see 1111 and you get chills. You see 222 and you pause. You see 333 and you think, okay, that's the third time today. And then you see 444 and you're convinced something bigger is happening. And you're right. Something is happening, but it's probably not what most spiritual content will tell you. Most videos will say, the angels are sending you messages, or the universe is confirming you're on the right path. And while there's truth in that energy, I'm going to show you the psychological and neurological mechanism behind why you're noticing these numbers. Because when you understand the mechanism, you gain the power to actually use this experience for transformation, instead of just passively receiving it. Here's what we're covering. First, the neuroscience. What's actually happening in your brain when you notice these patterns. Second, the specific meaning of each number. Sequence: 1111, 222, 333, and 444, and what phase of transformation each one represents. Third, the most important part, what you're supposed to do when you see these numbers, because awareness without action is just entertainment. And finally, I'm going to tell you what happens next. Because seeing these numbers isn't the destination. It's the beginning of something much bigger. So if you've been seeing repeating numbers and you feel like you're standing at the edge of something massive, but you don't know what it is, this video is going to give you clarity. Let's go. Let's start with what's actually happening in your brain. You have something called the Reticular Activating System, or RAS for short. It's a bundle of nerves at your brainstem that acts like a filter for reality. Here's why you need it. Every single second, your brain is bombarded with about 11 million bits of sensory information. That's everything you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. But your conscious mind can only process about 40 bits per second. So your RAS acts as a filter. It decides what gets through to your conscious awareness and what gets ignored. And here's the key. Your RAS filters based on what you've told your brain is important. This is why when you're thinking about buying a red car, suddenly you see red cars everywhere. The red cars were always there. But now your RAS is letting them through because you've signaled that red cars are important. The same thing is happening with repeating numbers. When you're going through a period of intense internal change, questioning your life, feeling uncertain, seeking meaning, your brain goes into pattern-seeking mode. It's trying to find order in the chaos, and repeating numbers are the perfect pattern, simple, clear, impossible to miss once you've noticed them once. But here's where it gets deeper. These numbers don't start appearing randomly. There's always a trigger. Usually you're at a crossroads. Maybe you're in a relationship that doesn't feel right anymore. Maybe you're in a job that's draining you. Maybe you've been ignoring a creative calling. Maybe you know you need to make a change, but you're terrified to make it. Your conscious mind is good at rationalization. It'll give you 1,000 reasons why you should stay where you are. It's not that bad. At least it's stable. Maybe I'm just being ungrateful. But your subconscious knows the truth, and it's screaming at you. The repeating numbers are your subconscious finding a way to get your attention. It's using the RAS to highlight patterns that make you pause, that make you wonder, that make you think, is something trying to tell me something? Why, and the answer is yes. But it's not angels, it's not the universe. It's you, your higher self, your intuition, the part of you that already knows what you need to do. And here's what's really happening. Seeing repeating numbers is a symptom of consciousness expansion. When you're evolving, when you're waking up to a bigger version of yourself, your awareness expands. You become more present, more attentive, more connected to synchronicity. You're not seeing these numbers more than you used to. You're aware more than you used to. And that awareness is the first sign that you're ready for what comes next. Let's break down what each number sequence means, starting with 1111. This is the awakening number, the portal number. When you see 1111, your consciousness is activating. Psychologically, 1111 appears when you're becoming aware that there's a gap between who you are and who you're pretending to be. Maybe you've been wearing a mask for so long you forgot it was a mask. Maybe you've been living someone else's definition of success. Maybe you've been people-pleasing your way through life and you're finally exhausted. 1111 is your wake-up call. It's your internal alarm clock saying, you're ready now. You're ready to be authentic. You're ready to step into alignment. But here's what most people miss. 1111 isn't telling you that everything's going to be easy from here. It's telling you that you're strong enough now to handle what comes next. There's a difference. 1111 is the beginning of your initiation, not the end of your struggle. It's the moment you realize you can't go back to sleep. You can't unknow what you now know. Next, 22. This is the trust number, the patience number, the it's all coming together, even though you can't see it yet number. 222 shows up when you're in the void. You've made a decision or you're about to make one, and you're terrified you made the wrong choice. You left the relationship, you quit the job, you started the business, you moved to the new city, and now you're in that gap between the old life and the new life, and you're panicking. Did I make a mistake? Should I go back? What if this doesn't work out? 222 is your subconscious telling you, trust the process. You didn't make a mistake. There's a recalibration happening. When you make a major life change, there's always a lag time between the decision and the result. This is that lag time. From a psychological perspective, a 222 appears when you're rebuilding your identity. You're no longer who you were, but you're not yet who you're becoming. That's uncomfortable. Your brain likes certainty. It likes knowing. But growth requires uncertainty. 222 is the reminder that uncertainty isn't a sign you're off path. It's a sign you're on path, because growth lives in the unknown. Now 333. This is the expression number, the creativity number, the stop hiding your truth number. 33 shows up when you're suppressing something. Maybe it's a creative project you're afraid to share. Maybe it's a truth you're afraid to speak. Maybe it's a version of yourself you're afraid to embody because you're worried what people will think. Psychologically, 333 appears when there's a misalignment between your internal world and your external expression. You have something to say, something to create, something to share, but you're keeping it locked inside, and that internal pressure is building. Here's what your subconscious is telling you through 33. Your voice matters, your creativity matters, your truth matters, and the longer you suppress it, the more you'll feel disconnected from yourself. 333 is the push you need to share that post. Start that project, have that conversation, or show the world the version of yourself you've been hiding. It's not about perfection. It's about authenticity. It's about letting what's inside of you come out, even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect, even if people don't understand. Because here's the truth. The people who are meant for you will understand. And the ones who don't, they were never your people anyway. Finally, 444. This is the foundation number, the stability number, the check your roots number. 444 appears when you're building something important and you're scared it's going to collapse. Maybe you're building a business. Maybe you're building a new relationship. Maybe you're building a new version of yourself. And there's a voice in your head saying, this isn't going to work. It's going to fall apart. You're not strong enough from a psychological perspective. 444 shows up when you're experiencing imposter syndrome or self-doubt during construction phase. You're putting in the work, but you can't see the results yet. So you're questioning whether the foundation is solid. 444 is your subconscious reassuring you. The foundation is stronger than you think. You're doing the right things. You're building something real, but you need to trust the process and stop questioning every brick you lay. Here's the deeper meaning. 4444 also asks you to check your foundation. Are you building on solid ground? Are your intentions pure? Is this aligned with your authentic self? Or are you building something because you think you should? Because someone else wants you to? Or because you're chasing external validation? 4044 is both reassurance and a reality check. If your foundation is solid, keep building. If it's not, this is your sign to pause and realign before you go any further. All right, so you understand what's happening neurologically and what each number means. But here's the most important question. What are you supposed to do when you see these numbers? Because here's what most people do. They see 1111, they make a wish, they smile, and then they go back to scrolling. They see 222, they think, oh, that's nice. And they keep living the same way. They see 333 and 444. They screenshot it, maybe post it on their story, and nothing changes. That's passive receiving. That's treating synchronicity like entertainment, and that's why nothing shifts. If you want these numbers to actually mean something, you need to turn awareness into action. Here's the protocol. Step 1. When you see a repeating number, pause. Stop what you're doing for 30 seconds. Don't just acknowledge it and move on. Actually pause. Then ask yourself, what was I just thinking about? What was I just feeling? What decision am I avoiding right now? The number appeared in response to your internal state. So check in with that state. Most of the time, you'll realize you were thinking about the exact thing you need to take action on. That's not coincidence. That's your subconscious using the number to highlight what matters. Step 2. Decode the specific message based on which number you saw. If you saw 1111, ask yourself, where am I living inauthentically right now? What mask am I wearing that I'm ready to take off? If you saw 222, ask yourself, what decision am I second guessing? Where do I need to trust the process? If you saw 333, ask yourself, what am I afraid to express? What creative impulse am I suppressing? If you saw 444, ask yourself, what am I building? Is my foundation solid? Do I need to realign? These aren't general questions. These are precision questions designed to cut through your mental noise and get to the truth. Step 3. Take one immediate action based on the answer. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. If 1111 revealed you're living inauthentically at your job, send one message to someone in your network about opportunities. If 222 revealed you're doubting your decision to start a business, make one post about your service. If 333 revealed you're suppressing a creative project, write one paragraph or sketch one idea. If 444 revealed your foundation isn't solid, have one honest conversation about realignment. One action, that's it. Because that one action is the bridge between awareness and transformation. That's how you turn a spiritual experience into real-world change. And here's what happens. When you start responding to these numbers with action instead of just acknowledgement, they start appearing more frequently. Why? Because your subconscious realizes you're actually listening. It realizes the messages are getting through, so it sends more. So what happens next? What comes after you start seeing these numbers and taking action? Here's the truth. The numbers are the beginning, not the end. They're the invitation to your transformation. But transformation isn't a one-time event. It's a cycle. You'll see 1111 and wake up. Then you'll see 222 and learn to trust. Then you'll see 333 and start expressing. Then you'll see 444 and solidify your foundation. And then the cycle repeats at a higher level. Because every level of growth requires a new awakening. Every new version of yourself requires rebuilding trust. Every evolution requires new expression. Every expansion requires new foundations. The numbers will keep appearing as long as you're growing. And if they stop, either you've reached a plateau and you need to initiate the next level of growth yourself, or you've stopped listening and your subconscious has given up trying to get your attention. But here's what I really want you to understand. These numbers aren't magic. They're not divine intervention from some external force. They're you. They're your highest self communicating with your conscious self through the only language available, synchronicity. You are the universe. You are the angel. You are the source of the message. And the fact that you're seeing these numbers means you're finally at a level of consciousness where you can receive your own guidance. That's the real meaning. That's the real power. You're not waiting for permission from the universe to change your life. You're not waiting for signs from angels to confirm you're on the right path. You are the sign. You are the path. And these numbers are just your consciousness trying to get you to remember that. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you see 1111, 222, 333, or 444, and you will see them if you've watched this far, want you to do the 3-step protocol. Pause, decode, act. Don't just screenshot it. Don't just smile and move on. Don't just tell yourself, oh, that's a good sign. Actually engage with it. Actually let it change something. Because these numbers are showing up for a reason. Your life is about to change. But not because the numbers are magic. Because you are ready to change it. The numbers are just confirming what you already know. And if you're seeing multiple numbers, if you're seeing all 4 of these, that means you're in a complete transformation cycle. You're awakening and learning to trust and being called to express and building new foundations all at once. That's intense. That's overwhelming. But that's also powerful because it means you're not changing one area of your life. You're changing your entire operating system. You're upgrading at the identity level, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen during a true awakening. Your consciousness is waking up. Your awareness is expanding. Your life is reorganizing itself around your authentic truth. And these numbers are just breadcrumbs showing you that you're on the path. But the path doesn't lead somewhere external. It leads back to you. The most aligned, most authentic, most powerful version of you. The version that's been waiting for you to be ready. You're ready now. That's why you're seeing the numbers. That's why you watch this video. That's why something in you is saying, yes, this is it. Don't forget to subscribe for more value. Trust that voice. It's the only one that matters. I'll see you in the next video.